I rise today to invite my colleagues to co-sponsor a resolution that I've had drafted and that my whole caucus has co-sponsored. This is a resolution that would immediately save taxpayers $3 million and shed some light on how the state Senate is spending taxpayer dollars. In continuing the spirit of openness and transparency trotted out last week, I invite my colleagues across the aisle to literally put their money where their mouth is. Last week, we heard a senator from Kalamazoo make the case that state employees need to make concessions yet again this year. We heard another senator from Novi talk about how the Department of Treasury should post tax breaks for businesses online. And as you may recall, I asked, what concessions have you made? So I reiterate that question, what concessions have you made? And I ask the questions, what efforts at transparency with taxpayer dollars have you made? Also, at the end of my comments last week, I told you that I had some ideas about cost-cutting and transparency, some ideas for you. So here goes. As we cinch our budget belts tighter and tighter, we should be examining all exorbitant expenses and work to embrace balance and equity. So the gist of this resolution is that all Senate offices would be treated equally. The Senate Majority Leader would have the same resources and allotment as the Senate Minority Leader. And the Senate Floor Leader would have the same as the Senate Minority Floor Leader, and Senate Majority Floor Leader would have the same. And all other offices would be treated equally. We would receive the same pay, the same office allotment, as well as the same number of health care benefit packages. Additionally, the central staffs would be treated commensurately, and the savings, when you add that all up, tops $3 million. $3 million. That's the difference between your budget and the budget of the Democrats here. So I say let's save the taxpayers those dollars and turn them back over to the general fund. We could give the taxpayers this money back this year and not cowardly pass a resolution passing the savings to come from the next legislature. Let's do it this year, I say. For too long, serving in the legislative majority has given you a superiority complex. Do you really think your job is more important or more difficult than ours? That the constituents you serve deserve more than the constituents that we serve? That the constituents who live in Mason of Ingham County deserve $100,000 more in constituent services than the constituents that live in East Lansing of Ingham County? Now, we should be embracing balance. And during these tough economic times and following last week's budget announcement, we should all be making individual sacrifices for the greater good. Under this resolution, the current disparity between our caucuses and member budgets will revert to the state's general fund rather than to the Senate Majority Leader's office to help with our people, not just one particular party. Passage of this resolution could save Michigan taxpayers at least $3 million, money desperately needed to help turn our economy around and provide essential state services. You might notice that I say at least $3 million, because it's ironic that I have to couch my statement because even I, as a member of the Senate, do not have access to all the information on the Senate budget. So as you've argued yourself on this very floor, the taxpayers deserve to see where every penny of theirs is going, and that there should be transparency in state government. I agree. And shouldn't the same be true here in the state Senate? Don't the people deserve to see what you're doing with their money? So are you ready to put your money where your mouth is? You've talked the talk and taken credit for cutting spending and cutting taxes and transparency in government, but now it's time to walk the walk. Let's cut your spending and ensure that all taxpayer dollars that the Senate expends are listed on the website so taxpayers know where that money is going. The beauty of this plan is we can do it today. We can have transparency in state government and show them what we mean. There can be real savings. This is 10% of the Senate budget. That's exactly what people are calling on us to save. And it's equal treatment for every constituent in every one of the 83 counties in our state. It's a no-brainer. So I ask you to come on over and co-sponsor this resolution. I'll be turning it in after session today, and I appreciate your consideration. Thank you, Mr. President. I ask that my comments be printed in the Journal.